I was traveling en route to South Africa from Canada with a stop in Paris, and I had 9.5 hours in Ethiopia, and I tried to make the most of it.
That's awesome. That guy with the mattresses on his head.
You have to see a lot.
Wait a second, that's not a lot? That's 3 mattresses plus 2 smallies.
Hi. In this episode, we're gonna go to Mercato.
It is considered Africa's biggest market. This open air market sprawls for kilometers, as far as the eye can see, and they have everything. And then I had the king's drink. We'll talk more about this.
Only we drink like only Teje, but this glass.
You only drink this out of this glass?
Glass only.
Okay. This is all a special occasion because I'm on my way to South Africa to track cheetahs for 2 weeks. And then I'm going to go to Cape Town.
On my way to Africa, I did stop quickly in Paris to visit one of my friends. I saw the Eiffel Tower. I saw the Louvre, which was pretty cool. There was a bomb threat that day outside, which wasn't. And then at the airport, I saw, I'm assuming, a volleyball team. And I noticed what they did with their roofs at the airport, which I thought was really cool. I was getting tired with all this travel, and I knew I had a 9.5 hour layover in Ethiopia, which means that I could get a hotel for free and spend some time outside the airport. So that's what I tried to do. And man, was I lucky to see the things I saw. I'm not really sure what I was expecting to see in Ethiopia, but it definitely shocked me and opened my eyes. They did some things a little differently that I thought was cool. The countdown number on that clock, did you see it? It was more developed than I was expecting. And everywhere we looked, they seemed to be renovating or building new things and getting ready for the future. It seems like they're moving on and ready to grow. From my hotel, I booked a tour of the city and we headed to Mercato, which is that market, and I saw one of the coolest things ever. Can you count how many mattresses this guy's running with? That's insane. Well done, sir. I don't even think I could carry one that way. And then I got to see a donkey. They do an interesting job of parking. They fit a lot of cars into a tiny spot. And once we parked, we were onto our feet and headed into Mercato, and man, there is a lot going on. And there's certain people that you just don't want to get in their way or stop them or interfere with what they're doing. But they have everything here.
The what?
Or coffee.
Oh.
That is one of the traditional coffee.
So those black things are used for making coffee, but I'm not a coffee drinker, so sorry I don't have much video of that. But walking the streets and paths of this busy market and smelling all the awesome smells and meeting people, it was awesome. I know I didn't really understand everything they were saying to me, but man, the products looked fantastic. I love walking through markets, and my guide was pretty easy to follow and explained a little bit about this and that to me. And I do hope that if you ever get the chance to go to Ethiopia, you check out the Mercato. But I would definitely make sure that you have a tour guide with you, because this place is huge and so confusing.
For we put like we call it injera or bread.
Oh, okay.
Like this. We call it kocho.
Kocho, what's kocho?
It is normal. It is like a false banana we do. They
Okay.
put it underground like the grass.
Oh.
This one, like
Yeah.
they put it on the ground like 2 months. They keep it on 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, so after 2 months they bring out like this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they prepare here.
Oh, okay. And then it's hard then like that. Yeah, yeah. Or even like right behind you.
Yeah, everything is here.
Yeah, yeah.
But the local languages we call it kocho.
Kocho.
Kocho. Yeah. K-O-C-A.
Oh,
Kocho.
kocho.
C-H-O. Yeah.
So, like, why make it into like a like, why is it being made into like a powder?
Like a powder, and then they prepare. You know, it is a powder. After powder, they bring like a bread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Finally, it's
okay.
bread.
So this ends up becoming a bread.
Bread, yeah. But it is not a bread. It is a kocho. Kocho is the local name. So
I think I had. Is it like small little pieces?
The pieces, the one.
The other reason I think you need to have a guide is because then you get to learn the little things about the local culture as you're going through. And he takes you to the things that you kind of want to see. This is like my favorite part, getting to see some donkeys. Yeah, I know it might not be everybody's favorite thing, but for me being a wildlife photographer, I thought it was kind of cool getting to see people go old school. And then the views from the shops that he took me to, it is massive. It's crazy how much this place sprawls out. And we only had a little bit of time here. But I do wish that I had a little bit more time to maybe explore a little bit more in depth. With the streets being so busy, you have to keep your head on a swivel because cars do get pretty close to you here. It seems like even the pedestrians try to hit cars here. Well, after the market, we headed up to the mountains, and the drive there was actually quite beautiful with some of the donkeys that we saw in the buildings. But when we got to the park, I wasn't really sure what to expect. First things first, I wasn't expecting to see eucalyptus trees. I was hoping that maybe we might get to see some of the monkeys, but we didn't. But the view from up here was absolutely phenomenal. I'm still in shock at how wide and big Ethiopia is. It's very beautiful, and this sort of has that Singapore feeling to me. It seems as if Ethiopia goes as far as the eye can see. Although I'm not into coffee, I do wonder what this device does to make the coffee so amazing, because I've heard a lot of good things about the Ethiopian coffee. Have you ever tried it? Because my guide was so awesome, Wandy, he actually set it up that I could try a different drink. This is the King's drink. And so why is it in like that glass?
This is the glass of like a king glass. Honey and geisha. Geisha is the local stuff.
Yeah.
So exactly, I don't know in English.
And then there's alcohol, you're
This
saying.
is alcohol.
Yeah.
Edge, we call it edge. The name is Teje.
Edge?
Teje.
Dead? Oh, Teje.
Yeah, Teje.
Cheers to all the amazing people that I met in Ethiopia. Thank you for allowing me to, although it was a brief visit, let me visit your country and enjoy it. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to share some of my fun and interesting experiences in this 9.5-hour layover.
I'm glad that I made the effort to stop and see Ethiopia. It's a place that I might never come back to visit, but it was eye-opening, and that market, it's amazing all the things that they have there. Have you ever been to a cool outdoor market?
I'm a vendor at markets in Canada, and I love to explore international markets when I'm there. Normally they're small, like fruit markets in Jamaica. I've been to a night market in Thailand, but this is definitely large and a little bit overwhelming. But I will leave you with one last video of donkeys, because this was a traffic jam that I hit on the way out of the park. Look at how many donkeys there are in the way. Well, I hope that you've had a great time, and until next time, please stay safe, have fun, and keep enjoying the wildlife. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.